because it doesn't hurt us. Oh, a double strong box. Oh, it's actually a triple strong box. Boom. No, I fucked up my ball blight. Okay. There he goes. What we need in terms of profit, it would be attributes. In terms of collectability, we need an Elder Amulet, okay? Will it disappear? Of course it will disappear. 3, 2, 1, boom! We got the Elder one! Dude, this is insane. What is this from? I mean, I'm totally sorry for your amulet, man. I am totally sorry for your amulet, man. I'm gonna buy this off you for 5x because now my collection is complete. Shaper, Hunter, Warlord, Redeemer, Crusader, Elder. What the fuck is this? Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I want to give you the update on my league starter. And yeah, we are on week, I think it is week 4 of the Sentinel League. As a Strain Contagion, Occultist was my league starter. It was the Exile, Exile, okay? Now level 100 Occultist. And the reason why I came back to this build, because I wanted to do Delve 600. So I am grinding my challenges. So we are currently on 30 challenges, and one of the endgame grinds was to reach Delve 600, which I haven't done yet. Oh yeah, that's the map showcase, or the showcase pretty much. So we are about to witness the Delve 600 on SS Drain Contagion. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the build, about the upgrade paths and stuff like that. What has changed to my league starter, besides like a bit more currency invested. Let's take a look. We're here on Delve, what is it, like 579. This is a 3-point node, I would say. Then we have the challenge complete. Then we're gonna do probably today on stream. We're gonna finish off the sheer arrogance and some other invitations, like the rougher part, you know, because this build is just absolutely ridiculously tanky, and this is why I love it so much, especially when it comes to Delve, because Delve itself can get really rough with like all these modifiers, like monsters have so much life damage, penetration, whatnot. It's actually ridiculous, but this build just didn't give a single F, you know. Like I even face tanked the Owl Barrage with all cocoons open on like Delve, what was it, 560, 570 or something. It's actually ridiculous, and I'm always like surprised on how tanky this build can actually get. I mean, obviously, if we take a look at the items, the Beridius Veil with a double blue ring makes me monster damage is unlucky, hex-proof, as well as crit immune. Then you have an Aegis Aurora with like, I think I have like 32,000 armor right now. So I'm block capped, spell block capped, 90% max resistance. Like, this build, oh boy, it's so good. And if you take a look at the regen, you know, like 60,000 energy shield per second once my essence dream spreads a little bit, right? 20,000, 14,000. It is, I don't know, man. I just love this build. I know it's not like the fan favorite anymore. Here we go, complete endgame grinds. Delve 600 is complete. Oh, I love it, man. When it comes to Delve, though, just a couple words. Is Delve profitable? Is Delve good? And in my opinion, not really. So compared to the other farming strategies that we have right now, with all the Atlas tree, with all these like, I don't know, glacier farming, Crimson Temple farming, 100% daily, whatever farming you want to do, it is most likely going to be more profitable as delving. I did kill a bunch of bosses alongside the way. I think it was like 4 owls in total. I got actually 3 amulets. And one just sold for 15x here. I would like to buy Owl's Uprising for 15x. That was Purity of Elements. It was the last, that was the owl that dropped the amulet yesterday. And the first 2 were Purity of Elements, and not Purity, It was Discipline, and the other one was, I think, Haste or something. So they were both selling for like 1 or 2 exalts. But yesterday with a 15x, that was actually pretty juicy. So the thing is, with a 15x amulet, is it still profitable? No, I don't think so, because in the end of the day, going to Delve 600 takes quite some time, you know, it takes quite some investment. Luckily, the Gilded Fossil, or at least the Gilded Scarabs here, the Nico Scarabs, they are so cheap. You can buy those in bulk for like 3 chaos a piece, and then you can buy like 50, 60 at a bunch, right? And if you take, like I did, all the Nico nodes on the tree, you run like 5, 6, maybe 7 maps if you're unlucky to fill up your 65,000 max cap on your tank, and then you can pretty much delve for like an hour or 1.5 hours. It's actually taking quite some time to get rid, because every node is run about, I think, like between 1,000 and like longer nodes are like 1,500 or so. And if you have 65,000, you can delve for quite a while. I still love delve, I still like it. But I think the best way of making currency in Delve would be just to farm as much Azerite as possible, and then just buy the, the resonators, and then sell those in bulk. So probably pushing, I'm not so sure. I mean, we found every single fossil alongside the way, pretty much. And I think even the fractured fossil, let me see where we have one, fractured fossil, they're going for like 45 chaos a piece, and they are pretty rare. So I just say, like, if Delve is currency, then it's most likely if you're just gonna farm a mass Azerite and just buy the resonators and just sell those in bulk. Good. What is left to do today on stream? We're gonna finish the challenges that are rough, which is like Sheer Arrogance, for example, the Maven invitations, with the increased effects and stuff. So I'm definitely sure that I'm gonna do this with this build, just because it's like so tanky. It's not gonna be a one-shot build or anything, and then it's only like the boss content basically remaining and some Atlas grind. Good. What has changed to the old build? Let's take a look at my stats. So I currently have like 32,000 armor, we have like 84% physical damage reduction, we have 90 max resistance thanks to the Aegis combination with high level purity of ice, as well as some stuff on the tree. And I made these gloves here with a 2 max cold resistance implicit. Then we have chaos rest cap, we have block capped and spell block capped thanks to glancing blow, which glancing blow is not really a downside because we recover so much energy shield from Aegis Aurora every time we get hit. So the 65% damage that we actually get from the hit doesn't really matter. We're gonna be instantly full as soon as we block, and with 75 block it is quite likely. Then we are ailment immune thanks to the purity of element. So, you know, crit immune, monster damage is unlucky, and hexproof. This character is just omega tanky, and this is why I love it so much. And we still, if you take a look at the POB here, we still have around about a 4.3 million Shaper DPS on my Essence Drain alone. And then if you cover it up with a little bit of like Bane and Blight and Contagion and all these kind of sources, we get around about to 7.5 million, which is not really a lot, but considering this being my Delve character, and you need to be tanky, or at least I think this build is still way too tanky, I'm totally fine with that. So what would be the upgrade path? Because this should not be like a full grown out build guide or anything. I've done this in the past on Essence Drain. It was my league style. There's many videos about that. So I just want to show you guys the the higher end of an Essence Drain character, more or less, right? POB is in the description below if you want to check all the like cluster jewels, the gear that I used and stuff like that. But for example, there is 2 parts where I would say could be an increase in DPS if you want to. Either or like, let's say in one hand you could get rid of the Viridis Veil and get like an actual rare helmet with elevated, like nearby enemies have like -12 chaos resistance and preservation efficiency and stuff like that. Or the next point would be getting away from the Aegis Aurora, because we have so much chaos dot damage, and since Essence Drain regenerates us a certain amount of life per second for our chaos damage, and with Cell's Oath this is energy shield. As you saw, sometimes I get to like 300, 400,000 energy shield per second, so why do I even need Aegis Aurora at this point, right? So the thing is basically, as long as Essence Drain is on a target, you're almost invincible. And it's unlikely to get one-shotted with that kind of layers of defense, right? So if we say I would have a wand and get this twice, my damage goes up from 4.3 to 5.8 8, so almost like 6 million in this part. And then if we would go for another helmet, basically with Chaos Dot and stuff, you can technically get over, like, on if you have really insane gear, you could get Essence Drain up to like 20 million DPS, and I'm not kidding here, right? I made another POB. This was like my just like testing the ultimate chaos POB here, and here I have like 9 million DPS, but this is like not really a forged out build. I just throw together some stuff, you know. So this is actually not even the best POB, but here is already 10 million. And in older versions, I had like even crazier DPS. So you can get ridiculous DPS, but for my purpose on the build, which is Delve 600, I knew I need to be very, very tanky. And so that's the route where I went with that. And I'm even capable of doing 100% Delirious, as well as like Delve bosses, as well as like pretty much every content in the game. But it is not a one-shot build, so it's not like 100 mil DPS where you just like one-shot the boss and then like say, yeah, goodbye to the boss and loot and whatever, you know. This is still a very decently built character, and yes, I'm wearing Syntrack, and the reason for that is I was crafting my gear, I was assembling everything, I crafted my gloves, the belt, and whatnot, you know, I put everything together, and at this point I had no boots on, I was already res capped, I had all my stats that I needed, so I was like, what do I need on my boots? You know, usually would go for like Elevated Tailwind, Onslaught, Elusive boots, but this is an Essence Drainer, it doesn't crit, right? I have a crit chance of like 3%, right? So getting Elusive on crit or something is not the way. So instead of like crafting a pair with like high ES or whatever, I just bought like some Syntrax for like a Chaos, you know, and that's pretty much it. So there is definitely room for improvements for this build. Good. Then I would say this is enough talking. I give you, I'll show you now the 100% Delhi map to just give you guys some map showcase on how this would look like. And yeah, I personally still love Essence Drain, would play again, have played dozens of time since I started the game in like 2017. I think this is like my 10th or 15th Essence Drain. And to be honest, it just never disappointed me, and I can really recommend a build like that, unless you say like, yo, every build without 100 mil DPS sucks anyways. But yeah, that's like up to the player's choice. Still no Headhunter, still no Mage Blood, still no Omniscience or anything. Wait, actually have Ashes of the Stars. And yeah, a couple sentences to that. The reason for that is usually you would go for a +1/+1 Amulet with Chaos Dot multi-damage over time, and this would actually pump your damage quite nasty, but I need the increased reservation efficiency of skills. And what makes this amulet unique in that case is it is increased reservation of skills and not increased mana reservation of skills. Because I'm running so many auras, and currently I'm running Zealotry and Discipline on my life pool, and with an Arrogant support, that's a ridiculous mana multiplier, as you see, 201%. Actually, it would be nice to get this one to level 21. Let me quickly do this. So we're gonna remove this gem. We're gonna take a Val Orb. 1, 2, 3. Boom! 23. Good. No, it doesn't even change anything. Well, unfortunate. But as I was saying, the main reason for the Ashes of the Stars, I did not plan to use this at all. But in the end, I had to, just because I needed the life reservation. So I have the passive notes where it says increased life reservation of skills, right? But all the other notes, they're all mana reservation. So I have a shit ton of auras. I have Zealotry, a Tempest Shield, Malevolence, Defiance Banner, Purity of Elements, Determination, Discipline, Purity of Ice. So, and I still have 216 mana left to cast my spells. But you cannot reserve your life. And the thing is, like, here the Champion of the Cause is one of the few nodes on the tree that has increased reservation of efficiency skill. As I say, I'm referring here to reservation and mana reservation. Because mana reservation doesn't do anything for us if we are struggling on reserving that on life, and that was the easy and quick solution. I know there is Delve rings that have a suffix, as far as I know, that give you 10% increased reservation efficiency of skill, or even life reservation. I think it's specific to that. And with 2 of those rings, we would cover the 20% that the Ashes would give us, and then we could get a double, a +1/+1 amulet. And going this way. For the one that I have here is basically +1 spells, +1 chaos, and then spell damage, cast speed, dot multi-crafted. So I really like this one. It's actually a 6 times T1. And I think this is like one of the top-notch ones that you can get in the game right now. Better would be a Hunter influence, and we would have Malevolence aura effect and T1 spell damage. That would make it like the mirror T1, but this one is certainly fine. And yeah, I mean, all you care about in the end of the day is plus level to Essence Drain. My Essence Drain is currently level 33. We have a tooltip of like 1.1 million, so that's pretty strong on this part. And yeah, the Edge of the Stars do still have the quality of all skill gems, and if we use a lot of like alternate quality stuff, then we get ridiculous amounts of area of effect. Like Essence Drain here as well gets like 15% increased AoE, so that just helps with the clearing aspect. And Essence Drain Contagion is a monster when it comes to clearing. Alright, boys and girls, I'll leave you with the map showcase and see ya on the next video. Crimson Temple, 100% Dally on Essence Drain. This is gonna be so bad. Do we do anything here? What are we gonna do? Harvest? Nah. Essence? No. Anarchy? No. Breach? Let's do Breach. Okay, let's see how this works, okay? Essence Drain. 90 max res, 75 chaos res, 75 block with Aegis and a 30,000 armor. Ailment immune. Crit immune. Wait. Crit immune. Monster damage is unlucky and hexproof. You know, wearing 2 magic rings. I hope this works out, man. I have no idea. 100% Dally on Essence Drain, man. Okay, let me see if that works. Easy. Okay, what do you mean? Yo, we're blasting. Look at the treasures. I currently have 250,000 energy shield per second. Yo, but, yo, man, Essence Drain sucks, man. What do you mean, Essence Drain? What is Essence Drain? Okay, this guy is a little bit more tanky. So you're gonna take a bit. I'll give it a second. I mean, he's still Essence Drain in the end, right? But there he goes down. He's done. Okay, quick check. 100,000 energy shield per second. Gonna open all the loot boxes. Send in all the shit because we don't care. We're tanky. Big monsters. Look at this. It's a tanky build, man. I mean, it's not even hard. I thought 100% Dally is like challenging, but this is... Here's some strong boxes. There's some strong boxes. Okay, and we keep on moving. And there is another. We're just gonna lure the monsters and get the Essence Drain off and spam some blights. And easy. It's actually easy. But it be Essence Drain sucks. Why do you play Essence Drain? What do you mean? Good. No Mage Blood, no Headhunter, you know? Just ethical good build. Oh, there is Kosis. Doing all his, like, massive projectile things, you know? We don't care. We stand in the middle of everything. Don't care. Just gonna lure in some more monsters. Yo, what's the regen? 300,000 energy shield per second. What do you mean? It's a good build. Yo, Kosis. Yo, he's clapping me, dude. And Kosis goes down in the middle of everything. Okay, it's probably not the fastest clearing build, right? But certainly does the job. Yo, boss already dead. Yes, easy, dude. So, is there anything left? Yeah, a little bit. Thing is, as long as you have one single essence drain on a monster, you have thousands of regen. And if you have enough block and whatever, damage mitigation, You can even stand in all these like damaging shit, you know, because it doesn't hurt us. Oh, a double strong box. Oh, it's actually a triple strong box. Boom. Yo, we found a depressor shield. Yeah, did we miss something or are we good? I think for a map showcase, that's fair enough. Yo, what is this big boy? Currently he's dead. Jonas? 100% Dally on Essence Drain. Now, let's go Delve 600.